Hi, I'm Jackie. I'm so sorry you have pain. I hope you can do this video. It's under 15 minutes. It's a beautiful, relaxing little routine that should completely lower the pain you're feeling right now, your sciatic pain or lower back, or it could be coming down your hip. Just try it, give yourself this time and see how you feel, and I know that you'll get relief after. It's really, really effective. The 3 main exercises I'll take you through with a few little in-between ones as well. So enjoy and keep working on your body. Thank you. Before I take you through the really easy exercise routine to relieve your sciatic back pain, which could be in the hip, could be sharp, could be dull, but it's basically coming from your lower back. And I want you to reflect upon why are you having this pain. Usually it's because probably you sit too much, like most of us do. So you're sitting and it's compressing those lower discs, and then the nerve is being compressed, and then also you could be tight in your buttocks as well from too much just sitting and not looking after your spine. So I want you to think about sitting less, breaking up sitting with just a few little exercises. If you're doing my videos, you'll know so many ways you can break up sitting, and also just your general posture. So if you do sort of stand quite slouched, it's constantly compressing your lower back. So I hope you're doing all my videos and you're going to be focused on actually more aware of your posture and your spine, and you're more connected to your body, so you can avoid getting this pain in the future. So good posture, less sitting, and lengthen through your spine. And when you walk, when you move, just be aware of not doing this. More connected to your body. But we're going to come down to the floor and do these really lovely exercises, and I know that after you will feel much better, your pain will be much lower. So coming down to the floor onto all fours. So all fours, and we're going to just warm up and free up our lumbar spine in both directions with the cat-cow yoga exercise. So just rounding out really carefully there, and then gently extending. So lifting your chest, your tailbone really gently. Start off slowly. If you're in a lot of pain, really slow, gentle movements. If you feel you can do more, you can build up to that, more extension or arching into your spine, opening the discs at the front gently. That will generally be more relieving, but gently lengthening through your lower back and the discs opening gently at the back. That will be helpful too. And if it's stiffer on one side, which it will be, or more pain on one side, so let's say you have more pain on the left side. So if you walk your hands off center to the right and really gently do the same, then you will get more targeting into the spine on the left side, into the nerve root, opening the discs a bit more on that side, really gently. So you can walk your hands a bit more off center. So you can play around with that, just circling your hips, just going side to side. One side will be more relieving the other. So if you've got pain in the left side, generally stretching the right side might actually help you more counterintuitively, as it just pulls the disc in there if the disc is pushing out a little bit. But generally just movement will always help. So the next exercise is you're going to lie on your side. The side that you have the pain on, that's the up. That one's the top. So if you've got pain on your left side of your lower back or hip or leg, then lie down on your right side. And you'll need a pillow for your head, so your head's not, your neck is in neutral. So grab a pillow for your head. And so your head is comfortable, like this, or a yoga block. And then just put your hands together and have your knees bent just in front of you. And then what you're going to do is just push the top knee forward and then release. So just opening that side of the spine, and it's really, really gentle. You're pushing forward to that top hip, and it's just relaxing the muscles that might be a bit tight there on that painful side. Pushing your hip forward. It's very, very gentle. Just feel a little lengthening through the top side, the lower back and the hip just lengthening. You don't have to feel a strong stretch, you just feel a lengthening on that side. Just releasing that tight area, opening the disc gently. Might be a little bit compressed from bad posture, too much sitting. Pause for a moment. And then just a few more. You just push the top hip forward, pause, feel a little stretch, and then bring the knee back. And then come into the stretch, pause. Coming back just to more neutral. Push that top hip forward, pause. Back to neutral, one more. Push that top hip forward. And then just relax. So usually gently opening will actually help to get the pain down. Occasionally, if you're really inflamed, it can aggravate. So if you're really inflamed, sometimes actually don't stretch, just rest. The next one is actually really good for just compressing the discs at the back, because if they're a bit bulged out. So just watch me. Actually, you all know this. It's called Sphinx, and it's actually the opposite to sitting. So it's actually quite relieving for your lower back and preventative for your lower back as well. So if you've got a lot of pain and it feels like it's aggravating, just don't go as far into it. So you can just be that far into it, and then just have a rest and see how your body. And then you can come into it again and hold for a little bit, maybe 15 seconds. You could hold for a bit longer. Sometimes you can hold for 30, sometimes a minute, sometimes 2 minutes in the pose actually is helpful. So you just want to feel your lower back's quite relaxed. And then just coming down, having a break. You need to experiment with these exercises gently, but generally they will really, really help to decrease your pain. And then back into it again, so hold for a few breaths. Often, let's say your pain's in your left side, if you walk your hands off centre to the left, that can be actually helpful, softening or into the tight muscles. But sometimes it'll be the opposite. Sometimes walking your hands to the right and you get more stretch in that side. So sometimes your muscles need to be softened, like go into slack, but sometimes they need a gentle stretch. But both should be fine to try a bit of both. But sometimes you need to be asymmetrical in a pose to balance your asymmetries. And you can try all these on their own, because one might be more helpful than the other. So I'm giving you a few that will all work together really well, but sometimes it's just one that will do the most. Okay. And if you're more flexible, you can do the cobra. The cobra is a bit stronger if you're more flexible. But most people, the Sphinx is enough. Okay. Just have a little release from that, because you were arching your back or extending. Coming back to, if you're stiff for kneeling, you might do that much. But if you can, reach your sitting bones, your bottom back to your heels, and stretching forward. Just lengthening your back there. Often walking your hands off to the side will also be quite relieving, and one side should be more relieving, but it could be that actually compressing that side if the discs are bulged out on that side, pushing them in. But sometimes it's just tight muscles. Actually stretching would be better. Okay, and this last one is a bit of a cracker. So you're lying on your back. This is another one you can really try. A lot of the physios and a lot of the people on YouTube will tell you to do this stretch. And sometimes that will be really helpful for sciatica. But often it's the softening of the muscles. So let's say you've got pain on your left side. Just lie like this. Quickly look at that's my left leg. Just lying on your back with your left leg bent out. And if you're a bit more flexible, you can put a yoga block under your lower back or a pillow like this. See, I've got a pillow. And so I'm getting a little bit more extension. So you just need to experiment with your body because it's not going to be the same for everyone. So some people, it'll be better without a prop and a pillow or a block, and sometimes it'll be better. But your hip, this is asymmetrical, so your hip's off center, and you want to feel like the outer hip and the lower back on that painful side, the muscles are going into slack. So as I said, sometimes the stretch helps if it's just tight muscles like the piriformis. But often the disc pushing out a bit onto the nerve, and so it's the softening and the pushing the disc in a bit is actually the most helpful. So I sort of want you to understand what the exercises are doing. So and experimenting with, experimenting with all of them on their own. So this one on its own might just do the trick. Either of them, the Sphinx, the cat-cow, is the warm-up, but the three main exercises are the lying on your side one, the arching, lying on your belly Sphinx, and then this one to try on their own and see which one works the most, but otherwise you can just do all three together. And then finish off just lying on your back, if you want, just straight legs, and just relaxing for a moment and telling your lower back you care, and you're going to be more mindful of your everyday life, your sitting, how much sitting, your posture, and giving your body a bit more care and putting a bit more time into your body. So preventing pain in the future, relieving it now, but preventing it in the future. So having your body more balanced, and I hope you do all my videos because you'll learn so much and your whole body will be balanced. You just won't have any pain. Deep breaths, lowering the pain. If you're more relaxed or your pain receptors are dulled, and that's always helpful. And just knowing that there's so much you can do. Being grateful for your breathing. Okay, great work everyone. So carefully, when you come out of being relaxed, just bend one knee in. You might hug the knee in. Carefully, because your back's relaxed a bit, and then slowly come to your side. And just, I hope you feel less pain. No one likes pain. And if you feel less pain, keep doing it. And as I said, try the whole routine. But yeah, maybe one of them it could be this one on its own is the trick. It could be this one on its own, because they're all quite different, or it could be this one on its own. So try them all on their own on different days and see which works the best, but otherwise just keep doing all of them if you like. So thank you, and please subscribe, of course. It's good for me. YouTube likes it, the algorithm likes it, and I'm giving it for free, so that's all you need to do is click a button. And I love comments as well and sharing. Thank you.